Alright, we have got a comic book all today. And the first themed all. What we have here is 87 comics that make up the entire run on Superman by Jason Byrne. Someone was selling them all together on eBay as a lot, and I couldn't help but partake in the convenience. In 1986, after Christmas on Infinite Earths rebooted the DC Universe, Jason Byrne was brought over to DC to relaunch Superman, starting with this, Superman of Steel, Issue 1. This was a 6-issue miniseries, and the one thing missing from this collection is there was a variant cover to this issue that I want, that has the classic Superman shirt pull image up close. Issue 2. I actually think this might be a boring all video. I'm just going to be showing comics. Issue 3. This one is the illustrious first appearance of Madge Pie. Issue 4, 5, and then its final issue, 6. Then we continue on with Superman, a new ongoing series starting fresh from issue 1. Controversially, I am not doing this in the reading order. I am going through the series as we have them. Issue 2 here. Issue 3. An issue that I already had. There's a few like this next one, issue 4. Already had this one too. It is the first appearance of Idris Elba. Then we have issue 5, 6, and 7. 8 features the Imperial Guard. Already had that one too. Hey, you wanna know how I got these scars? 'Cause I'm the Joker, baby. You must be my new squeeze. Superman issue 9. 10, 11... Sexy Louis. Issue 12. This is the one with the mermaid. I know that because I have already got it. We have got Millennium tie-ins with issue 13 and 14, featuring Green Lanterns, the Rat Bastard version. It won't be the last we see of Millennium in this video either. Yeah, I've not read these, if you haven't already cottoned on. Other than some of the ones that I already had, I haven't read any of these. This is issue 15. Issue 16, and then 17, which is another one that I had. Issue 18, we are nearing the end of his run now, so we have artwork for this one by Kal-El. 19, 20, issue 21, this is the introduction of the new Supergirl. And then he ends his run on Superman at the end of 1988 with Superman 22. But before that, somewhere, we have got this annual, Superman Annual 1. And then Superman Annual 2 is actually the start of what came after Jason Byrne. And so I already had it. It is here where we reintroduce Gladiator, the Captain America rip-off. But let's do a rewind, because there were 2 other Superman books, one of which was also written and penciled by Jason Byrne. Action in Comics 584, guest starring the Tiny Titans. Surprised I didn't have this one. This is 585, guest starring the Pantsless Stranger. 586, which is part of Legends. Already got it, mate. Another one I am surprised that I didn't already have is 587, guest starring Gargoyle. 588, a lot of guest stars in Action in Comics it seems. We have Stephen Hawkman and Stephen Hawkgirl. And then 589 as the Green Lantern's corpse. Was this meant to replace DC Comics Presents, maybe? This is a Superman team-up book. That's got to be it, doesn't it? Yeah, 590 is the Mattel Men. Fucking hate them. The Mattel Men. Fucking rubbish. They're trash. Yeah, I am only noticing this now that it's all team-ups. This is Imperial Guard. Already had this one. 592 is Cersei from the Eternals. It is a two-parter where Superman famously makes a porno with Cersei. Probably Jason Byrne's lowest and pettiest thing ever. This character, Cersei, she was meant to be Jack Quimby's wife. It was an insert for Jack Quimby's wife, and now Jason Byrne is doing this. He is having Superman fucker. Superman. Jason Byrne thinks that he is Superman. He's having himself fuck Cersei, Jack Quimby's wife. Pathetic, isn't it? Issue 594 is Booster Gold. And another one that I already had. Now this one is probably why I never noticed it is a team-up book, because this one doesn't have a traditional team-up. I already had this one. It is the first appearance of Silver Squealy, although we have already seen her in this collection in Superman issue 17, I think it was. Well, yeah, the team-up for this one is Superman and Superman's ghost, I suppose. This is issue 596. Spectre is our guest star. Superman and Spectre team up. Surprised I didn't have this one either. Then we have Lewis and Chloe Sullivan. This is issue 597. 598 is a preview for the Chessmen ongoing series that is launching. Oh, fuck off, it's the Mattel Men again. But we've got a bonus book inside. It better not be the Mattel Men. No, it's Ricky Olsen. And then we've got Action in Comics issue 600, the big anniversary issue. That was the original intended cover before they bloated it up into a big anniversary special. And this is his final issue on Action and Comics. It came a few months earlier than his departure from the other titles. After this, Action and Comics became a weekly anthology series for 40 issues. But somewhere before that, we have Action in Comics Annual 1 with Batman. This is a classic story, Superman-Batman team-up with Artist Adams artwork. I was sure I had this one as well, but I don't. And our final ongoing is Adventurings of Superman by Mark Wolfenstein and Jeremy Ordinary, often with plots by Jason Byrne. And we start things off here with issue 424, with its very iconic cover, which is a homage to a Goldie Age cover. Since I have featured this in one of my covers videos, you probably already know I had it. And then we have issue 425. And then we have 426. This is the issue where Superman is what I call moon dragons, aka also known as wraiths. Naturally, I already had this one, and I already had it a second time as well. Oh man, I am so hard right now. I mean, if I'm going to have 3 copies of any issue, it's the one where Superman gets sexually assaulted. Back to normality with 427, 428, 429. We will come back to this one in a couple of issues. 430, 431. Another one that I was convinced I had, but I didn't. 432, 433. And then we have 434. Which is the first appearance of Wild Dog. Except I think his civilian identity appears in this issue. A lot of these Adventurings of Superman have covers by Jeremy Ordinary that I feel I had to have had, but I didn't. This is issue 435. And this cover is a homage to an Adam Neal's cover from the Bronze Age, or the late Silver Age. I want to say the late Silver Age, actually. And now we've got 2 issues, which are our last run-in with Millennium in this video. Issues 436 and 437. It was during Millennium that we lost Mark Wolfenstein as a writer for this, and Jeremy Ordinary stepped into that role, but we also have Jason Byrne contributing. Jeremy Ordinary will remain on this title long after Jason Byrne has departed from the Superman books. We have just had issues 438, 439, and then this is 440, 441, 442, 443, and then this period ends with 444. And just like the other times, I have got an annual that fits in somewhere in 1987. The listing on eBay only specified those 3 runs, so I was surprised to get another 17 or so comics. We have got a graphic novel here, Superman, the Earth Stealers, written by Jason Byrne. Don't know anything about it. Booster Gold, on the other hand, this is issue 23, and this is a crossover with Action in Comics 594. And there is actually a few issues of this series, Booster Gold, that cross over with Superman. There's even one that has the reverse version of the cover to Action in Comics 594. I have those other issues, but I didn't have this one. We've also got Dome People issue 10, which is a crossover with Superman 20, I think it was. I have some of this series, but again, I didn't have this issue. It's just really fortunate the way things turned out. More comics I'm surprised that I didn't have. This is Imperial Guard issue 37. This is a crossover, or it is following up on the Imperial Guard team-up that is in Action Comics 591 and Superman issue 8. And then there is issue 38, which continues that. This is Baxter paper, right? They did this with Imperial Guard, Tiny Titans, and The Insiders. They had 2 series ongoing. One was on Baxter paper, and the other one, which was called Tales of the Imperial Guard, or Tales of the Tiny Titans, or Adventures of the Insiders, those were regular paper, and they came out 6 months to a year after the Baxter paper versions. That's roughly the idea. I might be wrong about some bits and bobs, but that is more or less what happened. And then we have got 12 issues, 3 miniseries that don't look all that interesting. First is World of Cryporton. These are all written by Jason Byrne. Issue 2, issue 3, issue 4. Then we have got 4 issues of World of Sunnydale. This miniseries is really struggling to try and make it look intriguing. And then 3 issues in, they just pull out a man-killer robot. Now I am intrigued. Maybe this ties into Millennium. Issue 4, that is Chloe Sullivan. Maybe this will get into that sex cult she joined. And finally, we have The World of the Metro Center. Issue 1. Issue 2. More Sexy Lewis. Issue 3. More Sexy Ricky Olsen. And our very last comic in this lot is issue 4 of The World of the Metro Center. If I can quickly come back to this one though, I know there is an issue of Stephen Altman's series that crosses over with this. So that's that, the entire run of Jason Byrne on Superman. If you wanted to know what order to read these in, I did consider doing a video with the reading order, but the thing is, I am going off what other people have said. I haven't read these. I would prefer to read them and then provide you with what I consider an actual reading order, rather than what other people say. And Lord knows I am very slow at actually getting around to reading things, so if you want that video, you might be waiting 9 years to get it. I do appreciate the person who sold these. Very helpful and convenient. I will give that a 7 thumbs up.